Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Gabriel. Today is Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. I'm sick. If you watched yesterday's vlog, you'll know that I was coming down with something again. Gabriel woke up this morning sick. I knew he was getting it because he was sneezing yesterday. So I've decided that I'll do a vlog to show you guys what we're fixing to do today. We are at Piggly Wiggly, and I'm going to make some bone broth soup, a recipe that a good friend of mine in Florida gave me. So I figured I would bring you guys along to show you the process of that today. So join us on this very sickly day. Come join us. I look rough, don't judge. An update, just as soon as I was fixing to get out of my vehicle, my friend Teresa called. I had texted her to get the list of ingredients that I need because I can't remember them all. So we're going to go into the pig now and see if I can find everything, because this is a small grocery store. It's in a small town. I'm trying to avoid having to go 15-20 minutes down the road to get to a bigger grocery store. So let's see what I can find in here. Alright, so first up we got a bag of kale. This is going into the soup. Let's see what else we can get. Got some cabbage, some carrots. Alright, so I'm gonna get, because I can use this meat later, I'm gonna get the maybe, so I don't have to chop it up. Yeah, that looks a lot better than that other one. So the pack of meat in there is for seasoning. It's like country ham bits, but I need the cabbage. They cut the cabbage up back there in the back, so it's still fresh. Okay, so we got cabbage, kale. See what else we get. I need a whole head of garlic. We're gonna need 4 carrots, so getting a bag of carrots. I should have went to Eagle Island. Okay, now I'm looking for thyme. Okay, I see it's expensive. And oregano. Now, these are the oregano leaves, but alright, Teresa, y'all know you'll probably end up watching this. I'm getting ground oregano instead of the little pieces. I'm just going to do the ground one. Actually, you know what? No, I can hear Teresa already. Don't do that, Robin. I gotta get the ground one. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Okay, and thyme. There was thyme. I just saw it. They got ground thyme. That might be what I end up having to get. You know, beggars can't be choosers. They don't have. This is all I'm seeing is ground thyme.
That's the only time they got it.
Get some turmeric and throw that in there too, just for good measure. I mean, you know. I think that was all the seasoning that I needed. Oh, salt. Celtic salt. Let me see if they got Celtic salt.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
I'm gonna guide Gabriel to the red pepper flakes. Alright. Go to the right. Stop. Look. Bingo. You got it. It's like Celtic pepper flakes. But I forgot that. She told me to get red pepper flakes, so I got some against my better judgment. I don't like them, but I'm gonna put them in there. I usually use bone broth, but this is the pig. They don't have bone broth. This is what we got to go with. This is what they sell here. This is what I got to get. But if you can find beef broth, do the beef. I mean, if you can find bone broth, get bone broth. I'm going to be making a bone broth, but you know, and if you can find it organic, that's even better. These probably aren't the healthiest, but like I said, this is what we got to work with. Next, I'm going to need some chicken. Get a whole chicken. This one's already cut up. Or I get one not cut up. Either way, it's going to come off the bone, because you got to boil the chicken and debone it. Or, like Teresa said, she roasts hers in the oven. You still got to debone it. I think I might just do chicken thighs. Make for a richer broth. Alright, so I'm going with the Springer Mountain, a small pack of the chicken thighs instead of doing a whole chicken. Okay. And I think that's all we need, I think. I know they're not going to have it, but I'm going to check to see if they have any type of vitamin C, like the stuff called emergency or airborne. They have airborne. I would rather get the emergency, but I know they don't sell that here. I'm going to have to go to the pharmacy. Actually, I mean, look, they do sell it. Okay, for 20 bucks. It's a raspberry and an orange one. Guess I'm gonna get this. Gabriel cannot have the emergency because it says 14 and up. He can, however, have airborne, and it's got the same amount of vitamin C in it. So I'm going to get him that. If you got any more suggestions, let me know, because I don't like doing traditional medicines. Okay, so we have gotten the stuff for the soup. I got to see if we can find something for him to eat this morning. I am not hungry, but I need to find him. So this soup, it takes a little while to cook because it's a process. But it's good. It's good for you.
But I have some fun plans with one of my best friends. She and I have a YouTube channel, which I will put on the screen right here. And she has actually planned a day for me, and I know nothing about it currently. I know I have to wear closed-toed shoes, clothing that I don't mind getting dirty, and I'm going to have to sign a waiver. And the owners of wherever I'm going know that I'm coming and are going to help me film. I have run the gamut. Am I going zip lining? Am I going to feed alligators? Am I going to fire off a machine gun tank? And she won't tell me anything.
Julie and her friend Crystal have started another channel. It's they haven't had it for long. Crystal lives here in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, and Julie's in Florida right now. So I'm going to link that channel. It's called The Accidental Adventure Club, I think. I'll link their channel in the description here. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Crystal has up her sleeve for Julie on this. This is going to be very interesting. You're going to have to excuse my appearance. I don't care what I look like. I'm sick. We went to the store. You saw that. Got the stuff for the soup. I have not started it. It's a little after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if it's the Sudafed that's making me feel tired. I took it when I was sick back around Christmas, and it didn't make me feel like this. So I don't know if it's what I've got that's making me feel like this. I just want to go to sleep. I don't have a fever or nothing. I'm good with that. It's just all the congested in my head. And I did get my nails done. I painted them yesterday. I cannot paint. Okay, I'm not good at painting, so they don't really look all that. But at least they're done, and I like the color. So that's all that matters, right? Right. As soon as I get ready to get started cooking, I'll bring you back. Okay, so it is a little after 1 o'clock, and I'm going to get started on the soup. So this is what we've got. Alright, so I've got my chicken in the pot. I've got chicken thighs, bone-in chicken thighs. And I'm put 2 of these containers. Got 1 chicken broth and 1 chicken stock. So that's what I'm putting in. Don't judge, because this is all I had to go on at the store. The store we go to. I might have to add some water to that. Piggly Wiggly is a small store. At least the one where we live is. The next nearest grocery store is about 15-20 minutes down the road. We don't have Walmart delivery here. We don't have Amazon or nothing like that. No grocery delivery out here to the house. We live in the country, so we use what we can get a hold of. Normally I would go to Food Lion or Walmart and get the organic broths and stuff, but it is what it is. This is what we've got to work with, so... I'm going to take one of those containers and I'm going to fill it with water. I don't know if I'm going to need salt. Actually, I might, because these are reduced sodium. So instead of regular table salt, I don't have the Celtic salt that my friend Teresa says that would be better to use. But I do have my Redmond's Ancient Fine Sea Salt, so this is what I'll be using if I need to salt it. Yeah, so let me get one of these containers. I'm gonna fill it with water. Might have to fill it. No, I think I might fill it twice and put water in it. It's gonna be filtered water. And I'm gonna let the chicken cook until it starts falling off the bone. I'm gonna remove the chicken from the liquid. Do not discard the liquid. Let the chicken cool down enough to where I can get it off the bone. Discard the fat. Keep the bones. You're going to add the bones back to your pot and let them boil. Probably for close to an hour. I will let you know for sure. Making bone broth soup, so I need the bones. I also need my chicken meat. And I'll bring you back in just a bit. Okay, so I took one of the cartons of broth, or the cartons that had the broth in it, and I filled it up twice, so it's got 2 times. I'm not going to fill this pot all the way up because my family, my boys, they don't like eating leftovers. Now, they'll eat on the soup, yes, but I plan on getting the soup done today. We're going to eat on it. There's another type of soup I'm going to make if we're still sick. It's Italian penicillin soup, I think, or Italian antibiotic soup or something like that, but it's another recipe different from this. Doesn't have any meat to it, but it's got carrot, celery, onion, garlic, and you spoon it over pasta, this type of pasta. So that'll be done probably another day this week after we finish this. But this is what I got so far. It's about halfway full, right below half, almost halfway full. So that's plenty for us. I did taste the broth a little bit. With it being low sodium and then adding water diluted it, so I did add some of my ancient fine sea salt to it. So just salt to taste. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper in it because I like pepper. And just let it cook until it starts falling off the bone. It might take about an hour or so, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got. Hey Gabriel.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Better.
Oh, that's good. So I have taken the chicken thighs out. I took the meat off. The meat is back in the pot. The bones are in here. They're just like, they're just like the one long bone. So there's like 4 or 5 of them in there. I'm gonna let those cook. I put in probably about a tablespoon of turmeric. I put in 1/3 cup of oregano and about half of that of the thyme. I got to add some garlic. I'll let you know how much garlic I add to it. Alright, so what you see right now is I've taken the chicken off the bone. It looks like it's still connected, but it's not. There's one of the thigh bones. I've got all the thigh bones in here. Chicken is still in here. I did not break the chicken up into small pieces because I know it'll continue cooking and it'll hopefully shred. If not, whatever, it's fine. There's no right or wrong way to shred your chicken, cut your chicken up. In this pot, there is roughly about, there's a good sprinkle of red pepper flakes. There is that much oregano that I used. That was roughly a little less than 1/3 of a cup of oregano. I used a couple of the tablespoons, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of thyme. And I put about a tablespoon of turmeric in there, just because I wanted to. So that's going to come to a boil. The color looks disgusting right now, I know. It always does, but it always ends up looking nice after the fact. It amazes me how this broth changes. So, that's got to boil. The bones do their thing. I'm going to give it probably 30 minutes to an hour to let them boil. I'll come back. We're going to get the vegetables chopped, get them added to it, get the rice. First, we're going to have to take the bones out, okay? See, it's not even hot. It's on, but it's so low, the pot's not even hot. Bones have to come out. So I'm going to fish the bones out. If I have to strain them out, I will. I hate doing that, but I will. And add my vegetables. I'm going to add onion, garlic, cloves, and some other stuff. And some rice. A little bit of rice. There's my pot's it's not quite halfway full. But that's all we need because we don't eat a lot at a time. And this will last us probably 2 or 3 days, so that's enough for now. I'll be back in just a bit. I'll show you the next step. So I've never used turmeric before. I know that it's good for inflammation, you know, and I figured, you know, adding all this other fancy medicinal stuff, let's add some turmeric too. I didn't know it would stain your hands. got my fingernails stained. My fingers are stained, but fortunately it comes off. I've got to remember the lemon. My friend Teresa told me to use 3 lemons, but that was in a great big pot. So I just bought, not great big, but to fill the stock pot up. I just bought one because I didn't want to cook a lot of the soup tonight, because like I said, I want to make the, is it Italian penicillin? I think it's Italian penicillin soup is what it's called. So I've got to get some. I was supposed to have celery for the soup that I'm making now, the bone broth soup, and I forgot it, but I'm going to have to get some to do the other soup with. So that'll be 2 soups this week. That's, you know, healthy, very healthy for you. So at least I ain't got turmeric on my face. My ears are clogged. My ears are clogged. My nose is clogged. It's raining. And I love to sit out here. Y'all, again, y'all gonna have to look at my hair. Look at that crazy hair. You're gonna have to excuse my appearance, y'all. I keep saying that. Sorry, not sorry. I like to sit out here when it's raining and drink my coffee, even in the middle of the day. If it starts raining, I'll go there and make some coffee. I ain't even trying to do that because I ain't gonna be able to taste it. Sucks. Okay, so you remember how I told you, you know, the broth changes its color and stuff? This is about an hour or so after it's cooked. It's done. I'm going to remove the bones. Gabriel wants to cut the vegetables. Okay, Gabriel was adding the carrots. He's added the onion. He chopped up a medium onion. I've started adding the kale. I'm putting the kale in my strainer, rinsing it off, even though it does say that it's triple washed. I'm washing it off anyway. So that's 2 strainers worth of kale so far. Okay, so I took like several. You can use a whole head of garlic. Okay, this is almost the whole head. Got it peeled. I smashed each clove and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to release the whatever it is that it releases. I roughly chopped it, and I'm putting it in there. And I got more over here on the counter. All right, there's that. Now we just let the vegetables cook and add a little bit of rice here. Then it's done. That's what, maybe half a cup. I don't know. You don't want it to soak up all of your broth. Just mix it in there and let it cook. I'm gonna turn the heat up so it can start boiling, and then I'm gonna cut it down. Once the vegetables and rice is done, then the soup is done. And as you can see, the broth has cleared up. It's not that dark color that it was. I told you it was like a magical broth. Okay, so what we've put in is boiled the chicken. Okay, we had chicken thighs. When they were done, we boiled those in chicken broth and chicken stock because that's what they had. When they were done, took them out, got the chicken off the bone. I added the bones back to the pot. Added like a pinch of red pepper flakes, oregano, thyme, and turmeric. You add salt to taste. If you've got Celtic salt, use that. If you got the ancient fine sea salt, use that. Whatever you got, just whatever you got. Table salt, whatever. Let that cook for about an hour. Once you bring it back to a simmer, let it cook about 45 minutes to an hour. And then you remove the bones, and you'll see that the broth has changed colors. I'll show you that. And then you have your vegetables. You need to go ahead and smash your garlic, cloves of garlic, because that releases a certain chemical. My friend Teresa knows the name of it. I know it starts with an A, but I don't remember what it's called. That's supposed to like help. That's like the antibiotic medicinal purpose for it. Let that sit while you're chopping up your carrots. Celery, you can add celery. I forgot to grab celery. I rinsed off some kale, about half a bag, because I'm not making a big large pot. And I've added the kale. I've got the cabbage in there. The carrots, medium onion cut up is in there. The garlic is in there. So I think that's it. And rice. You saw how much rice I added. So right now I've got the heat turned back up some. I did add a little bit of water just to kind of help it because there was so much stuff in it. But now I've got about half a pot now. So let this cook. I've only done 1 carrot in here. Normally I just do the kale and the cabbage. But I'm going to save the rest of the carrots for our next soup that we're making this week. So we're cooking this. When this rice is done and those carrots are done, the kale and the cabbage will definitely be done. So I'll let you know how it tastes. I can't taste anything, but I'm sure it tastes good. Oh, before I forget. If you have a zester, I got 1 lemon. Teresa told me to get 3, but I only got 1 because I wasn't doing the whole pot. Zest your lemon. I don't have a zester, so I shaved pieces of it in there, and then I used the juice. I cut the lemon open and squeezed the juice in. So I've got the juice of 1 whole lemon and the zest of a lemon. Alright, this is what we take when we're sick. My vlog from a few days ago where I went to Eagle Island to get some more cheese, the elderberry tribe. I like to get the one sweetened with agave because it's less sugar than the one with the honey. The soup is officially done. Packed with a bunch of medicinal goodness. Alright, so here's my bowl of soup. Let's taste it. I can taste a little bit. It tastes pretty good. Can't taste a whole lot of it though. But that kale. I love me some kale. And cabbage. I'll just like vegetables. That's so good. I can't taste a lot, but I can definitely detect the oregano because I did put a lot in there. It's supposed to be really good for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.